Oh, I'm probably going to get a lot of slack for this one. Well, that's what YouTube's for. Hey guys, Ryfrost here. Welcome to part 2 of a video series of why I left Trovo and the reasons behind it. If you haven't seen video 1, I will put that in the description down below, and I will also put it in the cards, which is up there, I think. Up there. Which is up there somewhere. So in this video, I want to talk about the Trovo 500 and the partnership, and a little bit about the platform as a whole. So stay tuned, hope you enjoy. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. Imagine there's all cool, amazing stuff on here if I had the skills to do that. So for starters, if you don't know who I am Ryfrost. I was a streamer on Trovo for about a month and a half, and I thought I'd jump right in and give it a real good try. And we did. We built up a really cool community, and then things happened and things changed. And here I am just recounting what actually happened. And the channel as a whole, I upload reviews, guides, mental health talk shows, all that good stuff, and I'll be putting out a new video every single Wednesday, so make sure you look out for that every Wednesday. And I might even do a bonus one maybe on Saturday if I can figure out how to improve my editing skills. The last video wasn't really great. It was basically me just talking and as me just leaning up in front of the camera. So I'm going to relax a little bit, and I'm also going to put some cool animation. Imagine really cool explosions everywhere and sound effects and everything. And well, no, I've not figured that out yet, but maybe soon. So I want to talk about the Trovo 500. So a bit of information about the Trovo 500. It's a program that Tencent have put forward in Trovo that pays you essentially for streaming on their platform. And they set certain targets of watched hours, and they pay you in gems, which is essentially money, which is like, yeah, which is their currency. Basically, there's different categories of the Trovo 500, and if you haven't already figured out yet, 500 means there's 500 people that can be in it. I think it's people. I don't think you can put dogs in there and cats and stuff like that. Got silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and each category has less amount of people that can be in it, but you get a higher reward for your incentives. So if you're a bigger streamer, you'll get more money, and if you're a lower streamer, you'll get in the lower category, so essentially you'll get less money. At the end of them each month, they put out a program that looks at your channel, looks at your engagement, looks at your viewed hours, and so on and so forth. It's very technical, which is far above my head. And then they say yes or no to you being in the Trovo 500, and that will then put you forward for the Trovo 500 the month after. So let's say, for example, you hit and qualified in July, and then you're in August. So basically, if you've qualified in July, you'll be in for August, and then you need to hit the watched hours for August to then be paid out for that money. So it's a 2-month process. At the end of August, then you've got a chance of being in again, and again, and so on and so forth. So this is the problem that I have with the Trovo 500, and which is one of the reasons why, after everything else that happened with the platform and everything that happened with the support and the staff. So for example, if you're a small streamer, you have to reach the silver tier, which is 400 watch hours. Oh no, wait, that was June's. So right now for the silver tier, you need to hit 800 watch hours. What, again? They've changed the minimum requirements again. Do you see where I'm going with this? Basically, the watch hours minimum requirement gets raised. Now, in June when we were streaming and the community, we knew that it was going up. We understood that because more people were coming to the platform, more streamers with bigger viewership will be coming across in the hope to be in this Trovo 500. And we knew the minimum watched hours was going to go up, but in the last 3 months they've doubled it and then have added even more to the watched hours, and that's just for the minimum requirements. The minimum number to get into the Trovo 500 is even higher. And I understand that as people come to the platform and more streamers come to the platform with it already an established viewer base, that number will rise once again. So essentially what I also want to do in this video is talk directly to the Trovo 500 participants who are in this month and going forward. And I think we should break it down based on 2 streamers. You've got streamer A and you've got streamer B. So streamer A might be a new streamer with no viewer base, no following anywhere else, or maybe they've started out just really small and they wanted to give their chances on Trovo 500. And Trovo have actually said that they want to cater for small and larger streamers alike, so that's incentivizing people that are just starting out and also people that are established. As you know, there are a finite amount of numbers who are allowed in the Trovo 500. So for silver, there's 300 people, for gold, there's 100, platinum 50, diamond 35, and master 15. So the understanding that the majority of the smaller streamers will either be in the silver or gold category. So the people that have only just started out in the streamer A category, they're slowly building up their viewership. They're only relying on the platform and the Discord and the Trovo community to build up that following. They don't really have a large following on Twitter or YouTube or anything like that. They're just small and building them up slowly. And then you've got streamer B. So streamer B has an established Twitter following, YouTube subscribers, Instagram followers, wherever you're coming from, maybe from Twitch or from YouTube or all the other live streaming platforms, and they've brought across 10, 15 viewers. So let's say Streamer B comes in, they've got 20 viewers. Viewers will more likely click on people with larger viewer count. So let's say, for example, now you've got Streamer A with 15 viewers, maybe a couple of subscribers, a couple of hundred followers, and their followers and subscribers are paying for the elixir and giving the streamer some money. And now you've got Streamer B, who's got 25 viewers, maybe let's say half of them subscribed. You've got more people giving money to the streamer, which means also it's more financially beneficial for the platform because they take a cut of every subscription and also elixir that the customer pays for, the viewer pays for. So let's say Streamer A also started out at the very beginning. They jumped on ship, let's say, the same time as we did, June 25th. And now they're up to the point where they're in the Trovo 500 this month, but the watch hours has increased even more. And then you've got Streamer B, who comes in beginning of July, beginning of August, and smashes that viewer count and smashes that viewer requirement to get into the Trovo 500 next month. The algorithm comes along and looks at each Streamer A and Streamer B and sees, oh, well, Streamer B, there's more chat engagement, there's more money being put to the streamer, they've got more subscribers, more followers, they're more active in chat. Then you've got Streamer A. Oh, well, Streamer A has been here since June. They're building their community really slowly. They're not relying on other resources such as Twitter, YouTube, and things like that. From a business standpoint, and also from an algorithm standpoint, Streamer B is more likely to get into the Trovo 500 because we've already been told that the community team members, the admins, don't actually look at an individual basis. They use a computer algorithm that decides it for them. So to keep it fair, by them saying that, essentially means that there's no loyalty to Streamer A, who may have been from day one. That doesn't count for anything. There's no loyalty from that. And then Streamer B that comes in, swoops in and takes your Trovo 500 spot, because although you may have hit the minimum required and you've hit all the targets that Trovo have said, Streamer B is still more of a financially beneficial decision and more viable option for the Trovo 500. And you might think that, well, that's not going to happen, but I've already seen it. I've already seen a few streamers with very high viewer counts not being included in the Trovo 500 because the category they qualify in have already been taken up and they've not been included. I won't say any names, but I've been talking to a few of them. The point I'm trying to make is essentially there's only 500 spots available in the Trovo 500. Now let's say you've got 500 Streamer Bs coming in from all different streaming platforms with established view counts, established subscribers, followers, all that good stuff, and they all come in. They're naturally going to fill up all of these Trovo 500 spots. Whereas the Streamer A that is just relying on the community themselves, they feel a sense of belonging because they've been there since day one, but the algorithm's not going to pick them because A, it doesn't bias that on loyalty, it biases it on numbers. And the way you look at it, you are just a number in the system. And as horrible as that sounds, it is true. So I guess the point I'm trying to make with that is that if you are in that Streamer A category, in 3 to 6 months' time, there won't be a spot in the Trovo 500. And that might be down to the fact that more streamers are coming in, saturating the market, but also because the bigger streamers are coming in, it's really raising the minimum requirements for the watch hours. So it'll either be one of two things. Streamer A will be pushed out because there's somebody already more viable, algorithmically, is that even a word? Algorithmically suitable. And then also it might get to the point where you're slowly building up your community, but you're not doing it fast enough. And you'll get to a point where the minimum requirements is just too much for you and you can't reach that anymore. I understand that they're still trying to figure things out, but it's natural. It's a Twitch scenario. You're going to get to a point where there's too many people on the platform and it's not as easy to build that community. You might also say, well, that's not going to happen because Trovo said they build from small to large and there's more people coming to the platform every day. Yes, that is very true. However, I've been keeping an eye on a lot of channels and a lot of the followers that I have and their viewer count just to sort of see where everybody's at. And July's growth was so much higher than August growth. I've seen the people that follow me streaming that have only gained a few viewers every time I go in and see them, whereas before maybe I'd go in at the beginning of July and they'd have 10 and I go to the end of July and they'd have like 25. They're not growing as much as they were the month before, and that's only going to get smaller and smaller and smaller the more people come across, because we already know that when streamers bring followers across, viewers across, as soon as that streamer goes offline, 90% of their viewership goes with them. And maybe there's 10% left, but that means there's 10% to go across all the streaming channels that are out there. I don't want to sound like a doom and gloom type of person because I really hope it doesn't happen, but it's happened before on every single streaming platform. More people come across, saturating the market. And you got to bear in mind that this Trovo 500 program is the first of its kind. So it's going to incentivize a lot of streamers coming across. Maybe they're in the medium category or medium streamer. They're going to come across because they're going to get paid and also receive the benefits from the subscriptions and the elixir and things like that. You're going to get to a point that in 2021, maybe even less, the viewed hours minimum requirement is so high that if you're not building a community elsewhere and following the steps to success that every streamer tells you to do, and you're just relying on Trovo and the small community to build yourself up, you're going to get to a point where, you know what I'm trying to say. So have a think about it, have a reflection. And it's turned more into a guide than it is anything else, but that's okay. I wanted to get my point across. In 6 months' time, it's going to be very hard to be in the Trovo 500. But also just to remember that there is no loyalty to a platform. It is a business at the end of the day. It's a business decision. And if you've got somebody who's earning more money for you, they're more likely to give them that partnership program than yourself. So have a think. Look at yourself and think, how am I going to build my community and how am I going to stay competitive in the Trovo 500 in 6 months' time? I'd love to know what you think. So write in the comments, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm probably going to get a bit of hate for this, but that's okay, because it is the truth. But it's going to happen. It's already starting to happen. You've only got 500 spots in that Trovo 500 and you're just a number. At the end of the day, you are just a number. So have a think, look at yourself, try and build that community somewhere else and bring them across to Trovo, because 6 months' time, it's just going to be another Twitch. So I hope you liked the video. Don't forget, every Wednesday I will upload a video to this YouTube channel. If you want to talk to me directly, you can either hit me up on Twitter or comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.